Welcome to the final game of the American League Divisional Series. I did not think it would get to this point, but we're here for Game 5, a rematch of Game 1 actually, with the same exact pitchers going out. Shane McClanahan versus Logan Gilbert, the two trade targets from these teams, going back at it again head-to-head to see who will move on to the American League Championship Series after both, basically the home team winning in every single game of this series so far. Can that streak continue here today, or does Boston have what it takes to go ahead and run it back? So, as you can see, it's been a very low-scoring series, 2-1, 3-1, 3-1, 2-1. So, whichever team can score more than one run has been the winner as well. So, the goal here today is to get two before they can. So, leave a like, comment, and subscribe when you guys is way into the video if you guys are enjoying the series and ready to see, hopefully, it continue here past today's episode. As we're going to start things off on the mound with Shane McClanahan, 6 innings, only 1 earned in that Game 1 start that we were able to get the victory in. Looking for similar type of performance out of him here today. And let's get things kicked off here in LA. Opening pitch will be a four-seamer taken right down the middle pretty much. 97 mile per hour on the heat. Shane had good enough stamina here to come back out for this game, so we're rolling with him instead of going 5 deep with allowing Reed Detmers to get a start. So if we do need a lefty long reliever, maybe we go him instead of DJ Hers. That's low in the zone for the strikeout. And that's going to be our first out of the day. Jose Miranda had a struggling postseason. Does have a home run. It probably is his only hit in the postseason with that .67 average. So he had a good regular season though, 144 hits in 143 games. Chopped that one on the ground. And that's a liner. Right field, that's going to get past Williams for base hits. So far Shane looks like he's maybe not at his best stuff here yet. He hasn't hit the corners too well. That's a little extended that bat there. Devers here hitting worse against lefties and righties, so this is a good matchup for us. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying y'all's day, man. I want to get back to introducing these games and these videos and checking in with you guys. I love every single one of you guys for the love and support that you guys give on the series, on the channel, and just in general, the support for me and my reaction channel. So, man, show mad love. Keep sharing out with friends and family. And, you know, if we can continue the series, this will be great. But I can see from the poll you guys are wanting more Madden CFB content. So maybe we tone back the MLB content next year. I don't know. But if you guys showing love and mad love here to these episodes, then I'll let me know that I need to keep bringing back at least the rebuild. Maybe not the Road to Glory or Road to Show. But, of course, like I said, we will see when next year rolls around. But right now, we're trying to go back to back. If we can get this victory, of course, we'll keep the series going all the way until we either get knocked out or win our second World Series title in a row. And this is a team that can do it. As you can see, we made a little lineup change here after Tobias Logan's recent struggles here at the 2 spot. I'm going Logan O'Hoppe here at the 2 to not ruin a rally that could be stars by the low end of the order, to lead right into Henry and Trout and let Logan hit 5th. As O'Hoppe strikes out in his first plate appearance, swinging at that one upstairs. And Gilbert looks kind of dialed in here today. We know that home run pitch is going to come sooner or later. We're just waiting for it to happen. Back-to-back breaking balls to Henry, of all people in the lineup, coming here 0-2, and he gets him frozen with the curveball. Did not think he would test another one in the zone. So this has been a tough series here. We haven't been able to get much offense going, but neither have they. I really expect to kind of take off in Fenway Park, but it seems like we never do, as that is gone. Just as I'm talking about the other team's ballpark, we're seeing one leave our left field. They've got a giant monster. We've got a short porch. And it looks like the short porch is getting taken advantage of today. Tristan Casas' first home run of the postseason. Not a very hardly hit ball. 96 on the exit below. It barely made it out, just hitting the foul pole at the end. So even an inch or two to the left could have been a foul ball. But because of that, they're on the board first. But remember, both teams have been able to score at least one. It's going to be about who gets 2. Christian Campbell came in clutch in that last game, getting that walk-off hit for them. If you guys missed that one, check out the last episode yesterday. Make sure you guys are tuning into these episodes, man. 4 p.m. Right now we're going Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, with it being college football and NFL season. You know, Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays reserved for those games, so you guys can watch those. Joe Adell here up at the plate though. 2-2 count after fouling that one away. Swings through the four-seamer, and we're able to go ahead and take care of him and make light work again. But not before Tristan Casas gives the Red Sox the lead. And now it's up to us to play a little catch-up here. Zach Neto will lead off the bottom of the third. Same .67 ERA that we saw from their two-hitter. I guess that was one thing I was really surprised about. We never saw Neto's bat kind of get better. I mean, he was always solid in defense. He doesn't play anywhere else but short, so kind of limited on position flexibility. But we never got to see his bat improve this whole series. Kind of a similar thing with Matt Shaw. We saw flashes of what could be here for him. Way more of a defensive player than a hitter. As you see, at times he struggled to get hits, but there, a nice soft base hit out into right field. We might have us a little rally going here. Carson Williams up next. As he swings at that one downstairs. 231 average here this postseason. He's really kicked it up here late. Right through the four-seamer. So back-to-back pitches just swinging and missing. Swinging over the top of them here. Going with the check there. So even up the count here. 2-2. Swings and misses at the slider away. Yeah, Logan Gilbert's on his game today. He's throwing the breaking balls very well. Mixing in the speeds. Going off speed and speeding it back up with his four-seamer. We're going to go with a bunt here. Sal, a little bit too hard to Rafael Devers, and he makes the throw down. Caught a little too much airtime on that one, but we were able to go ahead and make it work. As you can see, through 4 innings of work, both teams are looking good here at this point. Both pitchers are pitching what you would call very good games here for their sides. I mean, 1 earned run is not the end of the world. Just the way that this team plays at time, it can be. Chopper on the ground here. Back to the pitcher. Shane. Easy throw over to first. Seeing that pitch count high here again, just like it was in game 1. We're nearing 60 pitches here through only 4 and 2/3 innings work. So it might be another game where he only gets 6 innings to go. Here's Shaw. Great play in the hot corner. Throw goes down. Got him. Easy work there through 5. And we have Logan here also. Similar high pitch count. Closing his way in on 60 pitches. That's a slider low. Right over the shortstop. Misplayed it a little bit and still had time to throw that one down. Logan got to work on that speed in the offseason. He had time to bobble that one, pick it back up, and still throw you out. And then Nolan line drive to second base for the easy snag. Timed that splitter well, but right to a glove. Zach Neto. Froze again. Slider. Has him going back to the dugout looking. So we're getting later into this ball game. Our outs are becoming more and more pressing, but we also want to keep their bats in order here as Nolan gloves this one at the first base, takes it over himself. It'll be Wilyer Abreu now. First pitch he sees, lined into the seats. There's a circle change, caught well too much of the plate, going way back, deep center field, gone. Solo home run for Abreu, his first of the postseason, and you cannot leave a circle change just chilling like that. I mean, it does hit 90, so it's not incredibly slow, but that might as well have just been a gift-wrapped home run. And because of that, we'll see a 2-0 lead now for Boston, where we've seen scoring more than 1 can get you a win. So now we're going to have to defy the odds to come back and win this game. We're going to let Shane go ahead and finish things up after giving up the home run here. We're into over 3 yesterday, 2 Ks. Looking to get him down here on strikes as he lines this one up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. So instead of 2 strikeouts, he's got 2 hits today. And now they got a little 2-out rally going here as Devers. Now under 300. Thankfully, he's gone colder here today than he did yesterday. Chop this one on the ground. Shane's going to go in a foot race to grab it. Throw goes over instead of lying on the tag. And now we got to get our offense moving here. 9-1 set to do up here as Williams walks. So we might be seeing Gilbert get to the end of his reign, allowing his first walk of the game. 72 pitches. And at what point do we think of maybe a stolen base of second or maybe a bunt attempt here by Salas? He gets this one down a little bit better of a bunt. Devers throws this one over the head of first base and into the seats. A single regardless because he would have been safe, but an E5 on Devers. He just launched that one well overhead. I mean, you have to get that throw out quick. Sal has too much speed, and that actually was a perfect bunt that time. Followed up by a great hit into the corner as Logan O'Hoppe gets it over the wall there with the ground rule double. That possibly could have been a triple because the defender did dive and go all out for that one, probably because he knew it would bounce over the wall. So why not make a little, 50-50 play there? Really did get lucky that it bounced just barely over, though. So they're going to go to their bullpen here. Henry Pierre getting ready to come up. Runner at second base, only one out. And they're not going to let Gilbert pitch to him. Clearly tired and near the end of his run. They're going to bring in Zach Penrod here, who's played 4 games this postseason. Has given up, I would say it's either 1 or 2 earned runs with that 3.86 ERA. We just need him to give up one more here. Now both teams actually have scored over 1 run for the first time in this series. But Henry will get the first pitch and pop it up to short to end our rally here. As now with only 2 outs, Trout has to do something magical, and he pops this one up to the other side. So back-to-back pop-ups just late on the 4-seamer down the middle. Seems wrong that that's just a pop-up for Trout, but hey, it's the way MLB The Show goes at times, right? So we actually have Shane coming out here for the 7th. I mean, the game's back tied 2-2. His stamina isn't low. Pitch count is high, though. So we'll see if he can get us through one more as Casas swinging or caught looking for the strikeout there. Connor Wong after him pops this one out to Henry. This is an easy play to settle underneath. And then Christian Campbell, 1-1. He'll swing over that circle change this time, putting it low, keeping it off the middle of the plate. 1-2. Towards the seats, foul. He pops that one out to right field. Trout's going to range underneath again. And we're going to the bottom of the 7th and meeting Evan Phillips. We've seen him a couple times. I think actually both those games he's played, I think, have been against us. We've seen him a couple times this series, so it has to be. So he'll meet the middle of the order here. Tobias Logan taking that one deep out to left field, and that will be gloved by the center fielder, though, calling him off. Nolan, foul. There goes a sweeper upstairs. That's right where you want it, but underneath it he gets. As we're talking like Yoda with the fly ball to left. That would be exactly how I would be confused over that pitch. That seemed like had plenty of air underneath it to leave the yard, but unfortunately will stay in. And now we've got to rely on Neto to do something here with 2 outs, and that's all I can rely on him for. Strikeout, balls on the ground, though. Throw goes down. They'll get him. Finally going into our bullpen, bringing in Chase Silseth with the score tied. We don't know how long this game could go into extras. Remember, game 1 did go pretty long, 14 innings, if you guys remember. If you haven't seen it, go back and check episode number 38. Games 1 and 2 of the ALDS, 14 innings in game 1 due to a tie ball game. So we don't know what can happen here with this one. There goes the call 3 there upstairs. Adele's going to go down on strikes to get this game started off. Pretty good pitch count, though. 5 pitches to his first batter, and then gives up a solo home run. I told you guys the one problem with this team was our home runs. We don't give up a lot of earned runs in the postseason or in the season in general. Our ERA was great this year as a team. Home runs allowed, though, we were not good. So we weren't giving up much, but we were giving up a lot of solo home runs. In fact, today, 3 home runs have been given up, and they've all been solo home runs. And what a coincidence it would go against Logan Gilbert, too, who was having our biggest home run issues for most of the season. In fact, when he started to get cold, it was because he was giving up multiple home runs a game. Oftentimes 2, 3 home runs, even 4 home runs a game when he was starting. So there's a base hit up the middles. We're going to let Chase go ahead and, continue to work this. We're not going to pull him just yet, but runs at first and second. Only 1 out, and Rafael Devers is on the way up. Killing righties. We got to have a lefty up ready to go just in case. But chopper on the ground here. Williams makes the easy play to Neto over to first, and we got him. So now we're playing come from behind here. We have 6 outs left to go to tie this ball game up to save our season. That ball's in the dirt. Shaw's going to take his way over to first base. Throw goes easily over his head, as that is a terrible job. Evan Williams still in the game here for the Red Sox, trying to set things up for Emmanuel Class to come in here in the ninth. You know, if we have to face him, it might be wraps. Full count, though, here to Carson Williams as he swings at ball 4. Don't even look angry at that one, man. You could have let that go. That was upstairs above your head. And instead, now we have to go up the south here and hope he can get a 2-out rally going. It wouldn't be the first time we've been able to do something like that. 0-2 here. Slider or sweeper over the zone. He was late on it. He was probably thinking that he was going to have a chance to take. Instead, now we just have to keep their lead at 3. So we'll bring in Brock Burke to handle Rafael Devers. He gets the out that we need. Gets a call 3-strike inside there on Tristan Casas. And then here, Connor Wong, 0-2. Swings at the circle change low. And here we go. Emmanuel Class. 3 games, 3 saves, 3 opportunities. 3 pitches, all touching triple digits. My man is at walking 3 as they are up 3-2. And there goes that 91-mile-per-hour slider. Chases the 100-mile-per-hour cutter in on the hands. Logan O'Hoppe, what do you do? 0-2. Makes contact with the slider. Chopper on the ground. Throw goes over. And they got him. Henry actually gets a cutter down the middle. Good timing on that one, but he doesn't hit it. But that one is a slider on the ground despite the good timing. If you looked at their home runs and paid attention, they did not time up those home runs good. Some of those were just late, even just very late, and they still managed to get home runs. Unfortunately for us, we couldn't get the ball off the ground here today. Look at Mike Trout missing the slider with great timing. Swings at the fastball upstairs, and that'll do it. Boston walks out of here, shutting out our team. Man, this one hurts here. After winning a World Series, actually defeating this team to get there, too, in the ALCS last year. They get their revenge. On the verge of getting swept, they come back and win 3 straight, doing the reverse sweep on us. Winning on our turf, too, as well. So the Angels fans got to go home salty is, I don't know what. And that one hurts, man. That one really... I did not want the series to end that way, but, I mean, I guess you guys get your wish of more football content on the channel now. As with this series out the way, the only thing that's going to be posted is CFB and Madden. As we finally get our other series knocked out. We got the College Football Dynasty. We got the Madden Rebuild now about to be on the way now this series is done. As the Angels get eliminated, might as well see how the rest of the postseason works out from the team that beat us perspective. So the Red Sox will be playing the Royals as they were sitting there waiting. And they got home field advantage in Kansas City, so they'll be playing their 3 middle games at home with the chance to win at home if they can steal one here on the road. Say, don't they get swept, or actually lose their first 3. Can they do a reverse sweep again here? And they do. They reverse sweep the Royals after losing the first 3, win the next 4. Now they play the Dodgers for the World Series. They're down 3-2. It's a 3-3 tie here for game number 7. And the Dodgers win the World Series here in 2028, taking down the Red Sox. So good. I actually did not want them to beat us and go on to win the World Series. That would have been embarrassing. But you see, it was not a great postseason for us. We had 186 as a team, second worst behind the Mets. Runs, we only were tied for 8th. Obviously, everybody else had a lot more games. We scored 9. Not too bad there in that category. Not too many things, obviously, you can look at because we obviously didn't play that many games. We only played 5. But you can look at like the different percentages, like slugging percentage here. On base percentage, we finished at 11th. If you look at like ERA, because we can't even really look at errors or fielding percentage. Of course, we didn't commit no, but ERA 186. It was just the fact that we gave up a lot of home runs. We don't give up a lot of runs, just a lot of home runs. And then we didn't have the offense to match. I think our ERA was technically higher than our batting average, actually, now that I think about it. So we really only got help from like our key contributors. And here's where some of our main guys end their careers here on this channel. Henry Pierre ends up with a 91 overall, 3 years in the league, playing his very first year that he came up, +7 on his hit per 9 there, too. Didn't have the career. So we saw him at least get up to a 91. Couldn't see him reach 99. Tobias Logan ends up being 85 of his first rookie year. Matt Shaw ends up seeing up to an 80 with a +10 boost to his contact left, +5 power right. Carson Williams only up to a 76 in his short time here with us. So we couldn't see them reach those A potentials, and I don't know if we ever would have with the way that they were playing, but pitching wise, we didn't really have any kind of pitchers that we were looking at heavily. I mean, we had Cecil. The main name that we probably would have looked at next year would have been Dave Stewart. I think I definitely would have brought him up. He got up to a 76 overall. I'm seeing nice boosts here. He probably would have got an invite to spring and been in the starting rotation next season. Would have been the plan if we did do one more year. So, I mean, with that, knowing that knowledge, you guys can let me know down below in the comment section, though. If you guys want the series to continue maybe one more year to see how some of these guys' careers finish out, or wherever you guys would want the series to end, let me know down below. We can do a little wrap-up of a sim of a couple years and going through a fast pace. We can just at least see one season of what Dave Stewart would have been like at the league. Can we go 4 straight years of having a rookie of the year in in LA? That would be an interesting streak. Let me know if you guys want it to come back, man. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. It's me, your boy SGG, aka GM Smooth, and I'll catch you guys in the next year's MLB show if you only stick around for MLB content. But if you're a true fan of the channel and you guys love me and you guys are really family, I'll catch you guys tomorrow's video for the San Diego State Rebuild Dynasty video, as we're getting into what would be our bowl game. So who would that be? What bowl will it be? Tune in to find out. Catch you guys there, and I'm out. Later.